So that's today's topic, basically, is sacred alignment. We kind of got right in there, didn't we? And I may have to take some breaths as we're moving along here, but the energy feels really good. And so just a few reminders so that we move into our current Ascension energies, what we've just talked about, but also it's Thanksgiving weekend here for the Canadians. And so this is our Thanksgiving weekend to give thanks and to appreciate and to create introspection about all that we're grateful for, as we do every day. It's what we're doing in our ascending human form every day, because gratitude and appreciation is the language of spirit. And so it's allowing us to truly create that gratitude and appreciation for all that we exist within in these huge and dynamic transformative times. And I can make that statement no less important than it's profound. I mean, these creation energies are just, it can't be understated. It's just incredible. And this is what we've come for. We've come here for these frequencies where you can wake up one morning and feel, wow, this is a new reality. Feel this. This is just awesome. And you feel as if you're floating in between these frequencies and these worlds and these dimensions. And you're truly being the creative master and seeing yourself navigate the light field that you choose. And we can do that. We can allow ourselves to align in that way. So these are what the current Ascension energies are about. It's allowing us all that we are as Thanksgiving, because the forthcoming frequencies will allow us to create all that is new in our new state form, if you will, our new state of being form, if you will. And it's the beautiful elegance of all that we are in a new frequency module, if you will, a new frequency coding of beautiful, profound light. And it will be very subtle. However, I've been allowing myself to be trained in such a way because of the universal frequencies that I've connected with and I've contracted with. I can sense things at a very subtle frequency, and whereas sometimes most people wouldn't recognize it. And so I do allow myself to tap into everything that moves. And to me, they feel like, and what I was gifted last night was a wave, an infinite wave of energy lines, if you will, in all directions. And it really truly felt like a wave, and I could see the wave in the energy frequencies. And so allowing yourself to just relax and flow into it and know that you're truly divinely taken care of and guided. And this is what the process of ascension is to move through these waves of acceleration and know that you'll be grounded and loved and cared for along the way. So that's these beautiful ascension frequencies that are allowing us to truly open up at the heart, the sacred heart level, and allow the Christ consciousness to fill all that we are with love, because that's the Christed energy. That's the collective Christ consciousness energy. And that's the breastplate, if you will, of the light body that's created first. It's the sacred heart area, and that's the alignment that we choose to do with all things in creation. It always begins at the heart. Whether it's your intent to entangle with your teams, whether it's your intent to entangle with a healing modality, it doesn't matter what your intention is. The purity of your intent and what you get out of it and what you create that experience with will be from the sacred heart area to create alignment with the energies that are gifted. And if it's done in any other way, then it will be soon understood that it wasn't in pure alignment, because it will show itself to you. And so this is what we've been talking about as far as the alignment of the purity of your heart. Truly desire it within of all that you are and create that energetic catapult, if you will, to know that your divine frequency. Having a beautiful human experience is going through something that we never really thought could have been created in such a way that it has. For us to create these fluidity of moving through and transforming through ascension frequencies in this pretty well short period of time, if you will. So our bodies, our vessels, all that we are has gone through a lot of transformation. And this is why we hold great gratitude and thanks and introspection in these final phases, because it allows us to truly align with the highest aspect of all that we've allowed ourselves to move through. And that's with any process of change, any process of transformation, whether you're going through school and completing master courses, it doesn't matter. There's always those moments where you truly want to take that step back and that breath to give thanks and introspection for all that you've done. That's what this season is all about. It's allowing ourselves to soak within all that we've sown, the harvest, the nurturance, the self-love, the self-care, thus then aligning us with that sacred, beautiful temple vessel that we're creating in light form from all of these transformations that we do moment for moment for moment. And I know this because I have children, and it's a constant realignment, because I'm letting go of all that I've allowed myself to parent and what I was believed to be true as a parent. And a lot of it was curtailed around fear and limitation. Don't do this, be careful about this, don't do that. It's constant. And so myself, just as a mother, I've had to go through profound transformation and let go and release a lot. And know that my children are divine living like beings, and they have their beautiful path all laid out for themselves. And I can give that power back to them instead of limiting them with fear and being careful about everything. Then what type of life would they experience if they were careful and being fearful about everything? So it's allowing yourself to truly step back and introspection about what you are now, creating that moment of solace, creating that moment of stillness and presence with God, and say, we're safe. The catastrophes are no longer in the blueprint for humanity. There will be the shuffling out of frequencies in these final phases, but there won't be the catastrophes that our consciousness has left at the gates of another frequency, if you will. Because our consciousness as a collective has been that high. Our consciousness collective energy of truly desiring love and truly desiring the machinations of a harmonic, peaceful world have been overriding any of those prophecies that allowed us to believe that there would be catastrophes. And those have been let go a while ago, if we speak of time, if you will. So we are safe in this way, dear lighted ones. We're safe in the way of being loved for all that we are. It begins with us first. The intention, the sacred alignment of all that we are, to create those introspective moments and say, wow, as a family, we personally sit down every once in a while. We're doing it as often as we can, and we call it the circle of love. And the circle of love, when we share all that we're happy about and all that we're allowing ourselves to move through as a family unit. And the circle of love allows us to celebrate all that we are together as a family. And so these understandings about creating the dynamic reverence and being sacred is all within the free will of each and every individual. This allows you to, in whatever you choose to do, and use your own creativity, your own intuitive skills, your own higher self, your own team. But you can choose to create whatever it is that you so desire and you're excited about, to create your own view, your own perspective of what sacred alignment means for you. And this is why we've talked about these things are so very key, because they're the spoken word of God. It's just the intention that you hold, moment for moment life. Will you choose to sit back and allow the person next to you in the car that's angry to be that frequency, and you move on and you smile and send love and carry about your business? It's how we choose to interact in every single moment that creates those sacred moments of alignment. And we all have them. We're all understanding that our reality is shifting very dramatically. We're all gifted those moments of profound and dynamic mastery potential so that we can really navigate the path we want. That's why we call it sacred alignment, because you are creating the alignment that's directly linked with the blueprint that you wrote at the sacred level, the highest level of your intelligence that you co-created with your teams and with God. And every moment that you have this intention to create that alignment. How will I choose to align myself with these family gatherings? And sometimes they're often found with many different personalities and energy frequencies all meeting in the same room. Different perspectives and different belief systems. And so how may we move through these energetic frequencies and these energetic transformative times that are forthcoming and that are now? And how may we choose with intention and with alignment in every moment to be that highest perspective of light? So that the overriding light field of all that we are is that pristine, glowing, luminescent glow that is source. Because we understand that when we've acted in haste and impatience and anger, that we can feel the heaviness of the color of the light that we've just emitted. There's light in all things. However, some light is more pristine than other light, and it depends on how we react, how we intend to move about our moment-for-moment life. How are we grounded within this earth so that we can create greater peace and balance and harmony, so that that next moment is peace, love, and harmony. And you're not acting out of anxiety or worried or haste. because you haven't had the time to ground and balance yourself within Gaia's nurturing energies. And in our forthcoming classes that we've got, the Sacred Temple Teachings, we're going to be doing some new work that I've been doing with grounding and alignments to the sacred frequencies. And so they're really exciting to allow us to explore a new concept within our Sacred Temple Teachings to truly get really creative with how we are entangled with our planet. And this will be a great part of what our Sedona conference will be about, is understanding all that we are entangled with in a divine way. And these are concepts that, unless you've read our books, these are the concepts that we've never really been taught. And so how do we navigate through these beautiful frequencies of light, these multidimensional offerings that are very subtle but are very real? And I'll give you an example. The dreams. And I know that there's others out there because their frequencies are aligning themselves with this concept. The dreams recently have been very surreal in a multidimensional, multigalactic, multi-universal way. We can awaken from a dream, if you will, and feel as if it's possibly the reality you've just shifted from, but it's still kind of a dream feeling, a dream sensation, the lucid frequency, if you will. And I've had these a lot these last 2 weeks in particular, where I can have a dream and I know that there's a myriad of things going on celestially in my dreams, and I can see various forms and frequencies, and I'm moving about other worlds. And it's becoming so that when I awaken, that it's still tangible. The frequencies are tangible. It's not cut off to the dream and we're separating it as just a dream, because we were so physical and we were so heavy and dense that we separated those experiences as dreams and we kind of put them aside. However, now, because of our expanded field, our expanded hearts, our expanded illumination, and our light that we carry, those dreams are becoming more and more of a lucid reality, if you will. And this is how sometimes, for some, how first contact will unfold, where the lucidity of your reality will become so and so and so until the event occurs. And it won't be as, big and profound as, the cities, however they've depicted it in movies. It will be very elegant and beautiful, if that's how you've designed it. And so allowing yourselves to get comfortable with the elegance and the divine hand that is in with all things in the orchestration and synchronicity of all of it, because there is nothing that will be missed. There is divine orchestration in all aspects of this unfolding. Be sure about that. So you are guided and loved and supported every step of the way. And why it will be so much more important to align with intention of allowance, with intention of love, with intention of being love. And why we've said recently, it doesn't matter what unfolds in your reality. What matters is that you align with love. That's what masters do. There are things that can be controlled and things that can't. But what we're finding now is that things are unfolding at dynamic frequencies and dynamic rates. And you understand that it's not about control anymore. It's about surrendering into the frequency of the now. And what will unfold will unfold. Allowing yourself to fall in love with this allowance and surrender, knowing that you're divinely guided and what unfolds is meant to unfold. There's the golden lessons within it all, whether it's a challenge or whether it's a triumph. You are changed and altered in either way, are you not? However, you will be changed and altered, and so too will reality if you walk into every moment for moment for moment with allowance in the knowing, the truth, the knowing that you carry, that you are divinely orchestrating all that unfolds. And this is what we've meant by the sacred alignment. The highest aspect of you is orchestrating everything for you. Your will and your free will and your intent and the purity of all that you are in moment for moment life assists and helps direct and navigate, if you're listening to what your excitements are and your passions and all of those things that you're connecting and tuning in with, because we're becoming more and more a frequency reality. You'll see things unfold in a physical way because we are physical. This is the game that we've contracted to play. However, you will be sensing more and more in a frequency format. And so you can allow yourself to move about life in this way and have it be okay, because you're becoming more subtly aware of the myriad of frequencies that have always been here. Now we're awakening to the light body, and we're allowing ourselves to say, wow, there's so much here. There's so much going on. And this is when we ground, because in those moments, there can be those moments of overwhelm of the frequencies that we're being offered and gifted, because it's never occurred with us before. This is why we've created the books and the classes, so that you can prepare yourself for all these beautiful frequencies that are going to allow you to feel as if you're floating and really truly loving life in every way. And it's euphoric at times. And then you get those moments of merging with the lower self, if you will, that physical aspect that has been patterned and birthed from the state of limitation and fear. And there's always juxtapositions and those remembrances and smoothing out as we smooth out our field with new truths and realignments. And the lower self becomes more and more illuminated, if you will, because it's merging more and more with the light that you create in every moment. The more light that you allow yourself to feel and to create, not only expands your light field, but allows you to process more light. Everything becomes light. And you don't get upset or mad, or you don't have judgment, because you're creating more light. And as there's more light, those aspects of frequency don't exist, or they will, but they will exist less and less. These are the frequencies of the ascending human.